triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Take four.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Stop your body.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. They will run for the first time here with White. Space to run past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Check. Watch 54.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Let's put that team on the front. Big dad.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, a run from White. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
But it brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Say. 22.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Redskins 7, Falcons nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
Check, 27. Here we go. Alert flare.
61, matchbox lights.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Mike, 47, Mike, 47.
Hey, seam 6. 2.
From the gun, Costello. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans.
Hey, Zoom.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Woo-hoo! Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, tight.
Now.
Throwing on third and long. Costello. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Got you, boy.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check. Hey, Charlie. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Protein spill. Hit it.
On first down, it's Evans. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the Redskins' 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Sit tight.
Bravo.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Set. 10 Tucson.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 90 is the mic.
Hey, Echo. General West.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Showing it.
6'6", bullet high. Get it.
On second down now, it's Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Go.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check. 53.
Smooth.
Check. 53.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And it's complete. Hooper. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check. 53.
Blue draw Corker.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Push him back. Push him back. 90 is a mic.
Ready.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
90 is a mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. 90 is a mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
On the ready.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here we go now with Smith. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going on the ground, it's White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now White. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Five down. Stand up there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4.
Hey. Hey, wahoo.
Pass. 90 is a mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 90 is a mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Go.
From the gun, Costello. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Strong right.
Go. Hey, orbit.
90 is a mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Hit it.
On fourth down, Costello, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go. Hey, Haywood.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you. I got you. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
5.
Back to throw. Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10.
Hey, Delta.
90 is the mic.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Costello. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10 at the 22.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ricky.
Hey, exit.
27 Mike. 27 Mike. Mike 27. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Yes.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Deep dribble.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
90 Wolf.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch. No. Off.
80 weapons. Ready.
On first down, it's Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready to break.
53 Mike.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Greystone travel.
Right now, you better bring it.
Check.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello. And this is caught by Evans. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
Strip that ball.
Now!
Kill it, motion me out. 90.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Whoa. 90 is a mic.
I'm on.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Daniels, flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Back.
From the gun, Daniels. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey!
Be ready.
Now!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Evans trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Look at me! Go!
Rush in.
Go! Go!
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go, go, go.
Opting to run again here with White. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check the backer, check the backer.
First down, here's White. Into the secondary again. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on first down. It's White, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Let's get it.
it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check, check, check.
Mike 54.
Here's White. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Redskins 14, Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
53, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Yep.
It's our time. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Number 53, Mike 53. Get your swerve on. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Mike. 5.
To throw again. Costello. He's got White here. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Bravo!
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go! Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Throwing again. Costello. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Smith!
Operating from the gun. Costello. He finds his target. It's Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey. Buzz. Ready.
2nd and 2. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Deron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Go. Hey. High 7.
From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's by 4. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 54.
Yes.
Come to my work. We won.
Hey, Haywood.
On 4th down, Costello. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Redskins 21, Falcons 7. Justin Hopkins.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Back to throw. Costello. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the safety creep.
They stay on the ground with White. And now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Set, 10 Lobo.
Here we go, D. Double time. 3 down.